Hi, my name's Sarah. Today we're going to be looking at the basic briefing for Crossroads with traffic lights. So I've got my pupil Lisa here who's in the car with me. So Lisa, last week we looked at Crossroads and we looked at priorities and how we manage Crossroads and manage the risks associated with Crossroads.
Yeah.
So what we're going to look at today is Crossroads with traffic lights. So on my magnetic board here I have a Crossroads with traffic lights and I'm going to set it up. So there's 4 entries into this crossroad. So I want you to imagine then that we're in our little car with the crosses on the top.
Okay.
We've talked about traffic lights before and the sequence and the meaning of the different colours of traffic lights.
Mm-hmm.
So let's assume we're coming up to the crossroads, and generally these 2 cars would be on the same light. So we would be on a green and they'd be on a green, and that being the case, these guys would be on a red, okay, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're approaching our crossroads with a view to following the road ahead, obviously we'd employ our MS-PSL routine, but on approach to a green light, should we be good to proceed through the crossroads?
Should be. Yeah.
We should be. Would we need to look anywhere as we came through, do you think?
Left and right?
Left and right, yeah. We've always got to check. These guys are on a red light and they should be staying there, but obviously there's a chance for some people to come through the lights. What sort of vehicle might come through a red light?
Maybe an ambulance.
Yeah, blues and twos, emergency vehicles. Maybe somebody who's overshot the light. Maybe somebody has no regard for a red traffic light. So with caution, we're going to proceed following the road ahead.
Yeah.
Same scenario, we're coming up to the green traffic light. We've done our MS-PSL routine. We want to turn left at the lights. Should we be good to proceed?
We should be good.
We should be good with caution. Okay, good. What about if we want to turn right at the lights? So we'd need to assume a position at the crossroads with our right signal on, and if we're going to have to wait for the oncoming vehicles, which we would, we have to usually assume a position that's slightly further back than normal. Normally our point of turn would put our nose level with the centre markings, wouldn't it, of our new road, but with a crossroads with traffic light we're going to hold slightly further back with our right signal on. So we're going to wait for the oncoming vehicle, provided now there's a safe gap, well, that's when we make our turn.
Yeah.
So here's the question, what's going to happen if there's a whole queue of traffic coming and there's endless amounts of cars coming? You're in the centre of the crossroads waiting with your right signal on to turn right. However, there's endless amounts of traffic coming. So if there's no gap, and a learner probably wouldn't come up with the answer, very often they wouldn't, we're going to have to wait until the lights change. So he's already through, he's going to continue. This guy would have to wait at the lights. So now these lights go to red, these lights are still on red, and for a few seconds all 4 lights would be on red, which is your opportunity to make your turn. Okay with that. We talked about how we turn right across each other at a marked crossroads without traffic lights. Very often, if this guy's turning right and we're turning right at the lights, very often we choose the path across the front of each other because our point of turn is further back, so we can quite easily cross in front of each other.
Yeah.
Of course, you've got to be aware of road markings. Sometimes the road markings will ask you to follow the road around behind each other. In that case, that's what you'd do.
Yeah.
But with caution, we should be able to cross in front of each other. So let's assume that we're at a red traffic light. We've waited there for the lights to change. He's on a red as well. He's turning right and we're turning right. So the lights change to green. He's a little bit quicker off the mark than us and he's already started his turn. So we're pushing up to our point of turn now. So are we good to make our turn then, Lisa?
Yes.
Okay, but the problem is, this guy's now screaming up through the gap.
Blind spot.
Yes, so he's given enough of a gap for a vehicle to come through. So here's not your problem, it's what's behind him.
Yeah.
And if, let's say, the vehicle turning is a bigger vehicle, you can't see that little bit of road behind, so there's your danger area.
Yeah.
So until you can see for sure that this bit of road is clear, do not turn because you will be broadside across the road when you're hit.
Yeah.
And it might just be a small gap. What comes through small gaps? Motorbikes, don't they? Yeah, motorbikes and bikes. So if you can't see that the road is clear ahead, please wait. Okay? So because there are many accidents with people at crossroads with traffic lights, because they see a green light and they think, oh, I'm good to go, they forget they've still got to give way to oncoming. What they do now when they build a new set of traffic lights, if the road conditions and the space allows, is they build a separate lane for the people turning right. So we would be in a separate lane. Mm-hmm. It's possible that the traffic coming ahead and left might have their own lane as well. We'd be on a red light all the time this oncoming traffic is going. They will then get a red light. These guys will still be on a red. And we will get a green light in the shape of an... Any ideas? It will be in the shape of an arrow pointing to the right.
Right, okay.
And that is what we call a protected right turn, because what they're saying is you're good to turn because these guys are on a red. Still check that they're on the red, make sure they're staying there, but that's a much safer way to get people to turn right at lights.
Okay.
Okay with that?
Yep.
All right. And there is the end of the Crossroads with traffic lights briefing. We can add in box junctions as well, so we can have a quick look at that.